Today we are going to be painting the coastal off-road bumper. Now last night I went ahead and just used some of this bare flat black paint. It's just something I had, probably not the best, probably would have rather used like Rust-Oleum or something, but I went ahead and I just kind of painted up all the areas that are going to be behind the bumper. Apparently I touched that earlier and that's still wet from last night, which is kind of wild. Paint when it was pretty cold out, so I think that was part of it. Now we're right at about 50 degrees, and Steel It, which is what we are going to be using right here, is intended to be painted from 50 degrees to 120 degrees. Now this stuff is pretty fancy. It's a polyurethane aerosol and it's, well, completely weldable later on. So there are a couple ways that you want to do this. First coat, it's a wet coat. Like every coat on Steel It is going to be a wet coat. I think they say 0.8 mils. I'm gonna move it into a better area to paint. I'm gonna be using some acetone and a rag. Go ahead and wipe the whole bumper down, and then we're gonna hit it with our first coat. Now I'm gonna end up doing about 4 coats on this. I bought 5 cans, so hopefully that's enough can. After the second coat, we gotta wait 4 to 6 hours. Third coat, and then after that we can wait another 30 minutes and hit it with the 4th coat. And then on the 4th coat, they want you to wait like 5 to 7 days. It's 5 to 7 days, I think, for like paintability. I think they say after a little while, a few hours, you can go ahead and touch and move the stuff. I think Gander sees a squirrel. Do you see a squirrel? Is there a squirrel up there? Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna say squirrel time. Did you see it, bud? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Little punk. Yeah. And move this thing out into the open. This thing has been great for like a jig. This Harbor Freight welding table is really awesome. The fact that it's Steel It, I'm not too worried about it, like getting on it, basically, because I'll be able to weld through it. It won't be that big of a deal, and I'll just hit it with a sander. Went ahead and cleaned it all up. It's looking good. Now I think I'm gonna throw it on this piece of cardboard for the backside. Let's go ahead and shake up the can for 2 minutes. They say if you got a power shaker, use that. I do not. We're gonna spray the front. Shouldn't need a ton of coats. I'm not really looking for it being super durable. This thing's like 100 something awkward pounds right now. Wow, that looks good, man. I like the way this lays down already. Nice thick coat. Looks like it's laying down already pretty dang good. I could dig it. After 1 coat of Steel It, looks really good. Laid up nice and flat. Doesn't look weird or anything. Doesn't look like hammered. It's, I guess, slightly hammered here. I probably went a little too thick, but that's okay. Not really hammered, but just a little thick. Wow, what am I doing? just a little thick there. Overall it looks really good. There's that TIG welded part, looks great. One spot that I am gonna have to go back to is the bottom, but we're just gonna spray all of this and then I'll hit the bottom stuff last. I'm not really too awful worried about that, so perfect. Yep, this is all looking real good. And then the inside with that single coat, it's looking nice. Those beads, you know, all looking pretty freaking sweet, dude. This thing looks way professional. Like, to be honest, better than most bumpers that I've seen on the market. You guys be the judge when you see my car in person, but I think that this thing looks better than most $2,000 bumpers, in my opinion. We are right at 3 minutes and 9 seconds left. Number 2, let's go. All right. This looks really good. This is coat number 2 on the Steal-It. Looks amazing. It's starting to level out and lay flat. I did do the whole second coat with one can, primarily the front. And I need to get that hair out. There we go. That's cool. Yeah, front looks good. Maybe I'll blend that a little bit more. But 4 to 6 hours dry time now on this last coat. So I think I'll do a little bit of touch up with the second can because it started running low, and that'll be it for 4 to 6 hours. So I did actually buy the lights from Coastal Off-Road, but I purchased some KC highlights. These are the little, what do they call these ones? The rock lights or whatever. Anyways, I was kind of able to sort of put it in the Coastal Off-Road rubberized piece, which kind of just hangs out like this, which is kind of perfect. So it just barely squeezes in there. You could probably figure out another mount or whatever, but that's what I'm gonna end up doing, I think, with these. I just like to prefer the KCs are pretty cool. So we'll get that like KC logo down to the bottom when we do the finish install and that. So as far as paint goes, on our second coat, I'm gonna go ahead and throw that third coat on here now, but I am gonna adjust the bottom a little bit. I was gonna paint the bottom of this thing also. So gonna go ahead and do that, get that third coat on. We'll wait another like 2 hours and then we'll move this thing again, because it's all dry to the touch and everything now. Feels really good, and it turned out amazing. It looks really nice. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and throw that other coat on here and we'll be done and pretty much ready to mount the winch up in this bad boy. Alright guys, it's been about 2 months since I painted this, and well, I wanted to show you what it looks like. So I did 4 coats on here. You can see this is a hard rock chip hit, and you know, it did kind of crack it a little bit, crack the paint, but it's very thick, so it's not bad. You can see a lot of bugs and all that sort of stuff. I will have a video on wiring this all up and everything like that, and installing the winch and how to do all that stuff. I did put the you know, little fog lights on it and everything, but overall bumper came out really good. This was an area I dropped the bumper to the ground when I was moving it, and I actually chipped it there and there. I think I chipped it in a couple other places, but that's like a rock chip, you know. But all this stuff is really nice because everything lays flat and we can paint it again.
You know, let's say this was, and it chipped it up a little bit right there. So, you know, rocks and all these things. But what's nice, seal it, it lays down very flat, and we can just touch all this stuff up with another can of seal it and, you know, make it look like brand new again. All the welds came out super nice, everything like that. Really no rusty areas or anything like that. And we can weld right over this. So I love the overall look of it. Oh, I did, what I hit something right there too. I honestly forget what I forget what I hit, but I did hit something, and you could see the buildup. You know, it was off-road doing something. You can see that there is a pretty thick layer of this stuff. So, you know, again, I could just spray over that and touch it up and everything. So very, very nice. Overall, I absolutely love this stuff. It's well worth the investment for 35 bucks a can. And they have it in different colors. So this is Seal It Charcoal. They have a lighter gray. I'll show you guys this later on in the other videos after I, you know, get all this stuff mounted up. But I did do other components as well, which we will show in future videos as well. So whole video on DIY on this. So that was the other thing I wanted to show. I've been getting in and out of this for like over a month, stepping on this, and it looks really good. Just like powder, you know, it would scuff and that sort of thing, but overall very, very durable paint. So I have been loving the Seal It. And if I want, I just touch this up real quick, super easy, or I could like clean it, but you know, who wants to do that? Make sure to subscribe, guys, because there's a ton more on this 4Runner sneak peek. Yeah bud, yeah bud, yeah bud, all the things. So we're doing it, and if you guys follow along on this 3rd gen build, you'll see a lot more coming soon. Later, guys, and wrench on.